Shirley here with Jupiter, point of Thales. And this is Sol hour in Jupiter night. And we are bringing good energies to the air, okay? And so, let's do Sun, trine, Jupiter. And I want you to bring in, if you're an astrologer, I want you to bring synastries where your Sun trines somebody's Jupiter, or where somebody's Jupiter is a trining or sextiling your Sun. I'm using Cafe Astrology, so we're going to use the cookbook astrology in order to read and focus and bring in the energies of harmonious aspects in astrology. And this is an antidote to a lot of dumbfuckeries. Okay, we're from like spiritual warfare and astral rape to psychic attacks to just if energies or if vibes that we want to both set boundaries to if it is coming like from really from outside, but also we want to bring in good energies as a combination. Okay, this not, this yes. So this is the this yes part. For the this not, we can think about the Deneb Algedy talismans. I use the sphere and sundry, and I use stuff that I made. So I'm going to use something that I made for Deneb Algedy, where the sun is now leaving the conjunction with Deneb Algedy. Okay, it's not in orb, but this is the fixed star for Aquarius that I use, and this is very protective. So I'm using some eucalyptus. I put some eucalyptus because eucalyptus brings space, but it's also great for this Jupiter Sol aspect that I want to talk about. And so let's bring in the energies of Sun, trine, Jupiter. Okay, and so yeah, I'm gonna need to fill in the cup with water later. So optimism and enthusiasm is generated between the two of you with your Sun's sextile or trine your partner's Jupiter. The Jupiter person always seems to give you the benefit of the doubt and trust your good heart at the end of the day. Your partner can help you by opening up new doors, new avenues of expression, and building your self-confidence. Even if there are more somber cross aspects in the synastry for your relationship, this is truly fun moments to smooth over differences at the end of the day. So this is when you want to look at the big picture, okay? For relationships that in general work, okay? I'm not talking about, yeah? But it's no, so you said this no, but those energies, yes. Even if there are more, okay, so this one offers fun moments that smooth over differences at the end of the day. Together you can envision wonderful things, and you can also overdo pleasurable things simply because of confidence stimulated between you. Making each other smile is easy with this combination, even if the relationship were to turn you, even if you separate, the positive memories and mutual respect will remain. So this is fantastic for both people that are going through like a breakup. And that can be any type of breakup. Jupiter can also be a teacher. A sun can be a boss or a solar figure, an inspirational figure. And especially if you're going through challenging, separations or challenging breakups. So this is where you can invite in the energy of this aspect, and you can concentrate, on that energy. This is what I want, okay? Let's bring some more Jupiter Sol good aspects. Astrary. And I say this one is really challenging, okay? Because Sun is releasing from a square to Uranus. And there's great, like, rebellious energy, and I addressed Sun and Uranus, but this one is sort of let's focus on what we do want. When someone's Sun makes a flowing 120-degree trine to the partner's Jupiter, it generates inherently positive dynamic rooted in growth, expansion, and mutual understanding. So this is particularly great for when you have people trying to rebel against who you are, or rebel against the fact that you want to grow. People try to limit your growth. Okay? And so that can simply be bad engineering, okay? In the sense of like the synastries don't compile. So this is good to focus on for those circumstances, energies, and relations that are inherently positive dynamic, inherently positive dynamic. I'm going to say it again, inherently positive dynamic. This is such an antidote for so many things that are happening in the skies right now. Inherently positive dynamic. And that can piss off those that don't have a what? Inherently positive dynamic with you. Those are the figures we set the boundaries to. We want inherently positive dynamics in our lives. Can we bless these people to find environment and people and circumstances that are of inherently positive dynamic also for them? Rooted in growth, expansion, and mutual understanding. Okay, this is where we think about the sun as casting away the darkness. Here we want growth, expansion, and mutual understanding around us. That which is not on that wavelength. So this is a good chance for us to realign with that. And this is not about, oh, you are low vibration. No. The way our charts interact, if it's not like that, then I bless you to have this growth, expansion, and mutual understanding with people, and you're going to stay with them. And I bless myself to have this growth, expansion, and mutual understanding with people, and I draw those energies and focus on those energies for my life. In this article, okay, so this is breaking down the transit, the aspect. So what the Sun person sees in Jupiter person. So from the Sun, you inherently view your Jupiter person through rose-colored glasses. But again, when this is harmonious aspect, this is not bordering ideation and devaluation. Okay, with hard aspects, maybe especially with Neptune, that could be a problem. But not with this. You're attracted to the warmth, optimism, and generous spirit. Generosity. Okay? Authentically generous, benevolence. The Jupiter person comes across as someone who appreciates you for exactly who you are. Exactly. Okay, that's what we want in our lives. People who appreciate who we are. And they make you feel seen in the best possible way. That is something to focus on. So this is also internally, okay? If you have dabbled in energies that are not like that. This is time, for example, I have Sun trine Jupiter. And naturally gravitate towards people that if I gravitate towards a person, I see them, okay, naturally in good light. But I also have Sun opposing Saturn. And that can bring in criticism, both internal and both with other people that try to create in that environment. So this is where you hone in on the qualities even within you that are Okay, if you, instead of going with direct confrontation and criticism, if you go to the trine, you will pick that road. Hey, what about the people that I feel good about? And so the Jupiter person comes across as someone who appreciates you for exactly who you are, that appreciates you. Appreciation. Sun wants appreciation. And that's mutual, okay? We can forget to appreciate each other. So this is a reminder that it's appreciation, especially especially if we have something to say. Okay, we want to change that, but it's like, what do we start with? Appreciation. What I appreciate about you is that. Here is something that I find it challenging because blah 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 blah. What it instils in me or whatever. Is it something that you would like to work on or something like that? Okay, and that is also if we need to give criticism and how we give criticism. Now again, we all need to do that in ourselves. Okay, so it's not like you are da 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 da. No, it's like, hey, let's focus on our own natal chart. Especially if you're like me, you have a hard aspect from Saturn and you have good aspect of Jupiter. So it's like, hey, that hard aspect from Saturn has been taking too much place in my life. I want to push that away. And maybe we can talk about Saturn good aspects. We'll push that away. Push the heart attack away and divert the attention to places and people where I'm seen in the best possible way and I can see them in possible. This is also a reminder to me, okay, where are the people that I see them in best possible way and to draw it in and to be around people that I see in best possible way. Okay, so also not to be that draining energy on others. You also admire and respect your Jupiter partner, breadth of wisdom and life experience. They seem to understand deeper truth about existence, which you find fascinating to learn from. The Jupiter person's philosophical nature and curiosity about the world expands your horizon. Simply by being around them, you feel your own perspectives broadening. Okay, you can think about people with whom you do have such aspects. Now, this may upset those energies that come that are draining on you, but it's also a reminder of them to be around the people that they are seeing each other in best possible light. And I want to remind you, this is engineering, okay? And you can think about people where other people may see them as a villain, they see them as this, they see them as that, and so on. But there's this one person in your life, or there's this people in your life that see you in best possible light. Okay, it doesn't mean lack of accountability, but it's reminding you of the good things. And then that allows us to let go of relations where we are wounding each other, or patterns of relations where we are wounding each other. Here's also self-reminder for me. What Jupiter sees in Sun person. As Jupiter person in this planetary pair, the Sun individual quality impresses and inspires you. The Sun individual equally impresses and inspires you. Right away you appreciate the clarity of their purpose, their decisiveness, and their leadership capabilities. Where your philosophical nature tends towards open-ended rumination about life, the Sun person expresses definite visions and goes after clear goals in a precise, efficient manner. Their solar clarity balances your Jupiterian expansiveness beautifully. You admire Sun's individual creativity, personal magnetism, shining through self-expression. They emanate a solar radiance that naturally attracts you. Yeah, being around the Sun person's glowing confidence energizes you and gives you a renewed sense of optimism about achieving your dreams. You see the Sun individual as someone who appreciates you, helps you activate your better self, supportive presence that make you feel seen, understood, and valued for who you uniquely are. Again, this is the who you are-ness. First of all, not only you are allowed to be who you are, or you are accepted for who you are, but you are encouraged to be who you are, and you are supported in being who you are, and you are well received. You're seen. They see you for who you are, and they love what they see. So this is where we want to bring such connections to our lives, okay? Expel the darkness, and with all the patterns, okay? It's not about blame and shame, but expel that darkness and bring in connections where we see each other and we love what we see. We see each other genuinely for who we are, and we love what we see. You see, the sun individual. This is particularly important if you have been through, yes, unfortunately, yes, rape, even astral rape, combating astral rape as I'm speaking, because those things try to take from you who you are. When they want to cause dissociation and identity issues to people and to make them look crazy, then they rape people and electrocute people so that they will look crazy, so that they will look bad image to the world. So they try to tarnish your image by rape, and then when you expose their rape, they're like, oh, my name, my name, my name. Yeah, don't rape. Also not in energy. And so you set a fierce boundary to that, and you bring the what yes is the people that see you as you are, and they love what they see. That's the yes. Was not that? No. You see the sun individual as someone who appreciates you and helps you activate your better self. The supportive presence makes you feel seen, understood, and valued for who you uniquely are. In turn, your Jupiterian wisdom and life experience bolster their confidence to envision bigger goals and horizons for the future. So this is another thing, goals. Okay? Being seen for who you are and loved for who you are, but also to have goals and to go after your dreams and mutual support when doing that. And that can really piss off those people that are caught up in trying to make everybody look bad so they can look good, or trying to control the image of others, rather than genuine benevolence and genuinely supporting for each other's goals and dreams, and genuinely seeing each other for who we are, and so on. And then it's not shame blame. It's like that which is no, no. And you bless these people to find their own yes. Okay, to find their own situations and people where they are actually seen for who they are, and love of what they see, and support for each other's goals. Okay, and get the fuck out of the people that are not on that wavelength. It's like, if you're not here to see me for who I am, support me, support my goals in spirit and in matter, directly and indirectly, for not just in the image of, but genuinely. Then go where, for the places where you do feel like that towards people, and you will have better life satisfaction. Okay, the same for me. Good reminder to bring in what the yes is. You see sun individual as someone who appreciates you and helps you activate your better self. Okay, so this is dream even bigger. And this is especially, it's exfoliator, okay, that's purging, bringing the light, casting out the darkness of any people that have been surrounded by people who try to dim their light, who don't allow them to dream. Especially if you have like a business, or my business was named Dare to Dream, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with showing me, let's say, this is what your taxes are doing, this is what needs to change, this is this, this is that. This is okay. But we need support for our dreams, and support for our dreams was seen. This is how to, yes, this is a way that you are supported and nourished for your dreams, that you can, yes, do that business, you can, yes, shine. Okay, especially good for people who have been surrounded with people that are building on their downfall, or building on showing you as someone that either was nothing before them and then they made you grow. Okay, this ego, this power games, this particularly good for that. Particularly good for that. But say no to those interactions. Particularly good for people that's been around people that want to hold the power over how you're seen, and whatever you do good, they want to bring in how they are the under, you said, like how they are the reason that you are well. No, it's good to support one another. But it's especially good if you come out of those types of relationships when people tell you, without me, you are nothing. You are nothing. No, it's not such thing. Especially if you're in the creative arts. If you're a musician, if you're actor, actresses, okay? Those type of interactions, without me, they were nothing. Before me, they were nothing, okay? Now, there's a difference between Jupiter is opportunities and Sun is creativity. But there's a huge difference between that, okay, and for those type of power relations where the ego factor is basically taken away from that success. Strength of Sun trine Jupiter synastry. With this flowing trine aspect, you intuitively get one another on a core level. You respect each other's essential nature and goals. So important. And this is such a casting away the darkness. Also important for us to look into ourselves. Are we really respecting each other's essential nature and goals? In essence, do we get each other, and do we respect each other in essence? And get the F out of when it's not like that. Very important to all of us. And this is a good way to bring in, to say, hey, universe, okay, Jupiter's opportunity, bring me relations where we do respect each other's essential nature and goals. For example, the Jupiter person doesn't try to dampen the Sun shining individualism. And the Sun individual doesn't try to minimize Jupiter's philosophical meanderings about existence. Okay, this is also a reminder for us. Do we tend to do this? Okay, and then we change that. And the Sun individual doesn't minimize the Jupiter person's philosophical. Okay, you support each other's growth. So important, you support each other's growth. This is such an antidote to rape. Rape essentially is taking life energy away. It's saying, well, this person cannot grow. For this person, no, they cannot dream. No, they cannot make money. No, they cannot have housing they want or relations they want. This is what it means to rape. The antidote, you support each other's growth. Especially good for all these types of relations where again there's this power dynamics where one person is essentially a pimp, I'm sorry, and they say, well, without me you are nothing. Those type of interactions, okay, those love a girl, love a boy situations, those sugaring situations, or downright human trafficking situations, This is the antidote. You support each other growth. Supporting each other growth is not, oh, without me you were nothing. Oh, here I will make with this person and this person and this person. But then you see, without me you wouldn't have a this and that. That's not. That's not. That is human trafficking. Essentially, it's human trafficking. People that are in those situations where they need to do such and such and such, and they have quota of people that they need to bring. That's their tactics. They nice, and then for the, but without me you were nothing. Without this, okay, not that. The antidote to that, Jupiter's benevolence, sun is the shine. They're benevolent towards your shine, but they're authentically benevolent towards your shine. Jupiter is opportunities. If you bring each other together, you will be more successful sometimes than you were beforehand. But this is because of the interaction between the two of you equally. And this is casting away the darkness for all those people to say, I have the connections, I have the this, I have the devil. They're basically traffickers and groomers and traffickers, okay? On the other side, with people that actually see your shine and will open the door for you, get you to meet that person or to meet that person, okay? And they don't think with the mindset of without me you were nothing. Because they know you get to know with that person, you get to know with that person, then they will always think of you with a smile because you were the person through which you get to know. And unless they were meant to traffic you to that person, then that gets in their way because their ego gets in their way. Now you want to thank them, but you're like, oh, they actually meant to traffic me to that person, but me and that person had a nice interaction instead of something else. So this is where you want to set very fierce boundaries to the no. You should always, your self-value is not somebody else's, coming from somebody else. Your value is coming from yourself. You are valuable. No one has right to tell you otherwise, but also for the tactics of making you feel low and then saying, oh, but you are this, you are beautiful, you are that, so you will dissociate, and then playing for the so that your self-value will be dependent on somebody else. No. This is power tactic, it's power game, it is of human traffickers. And then you could get, they are sometimes to kill people, okay? Okay, so I see this is very important. So you support each other's growth, and I mean genuinely. While you make excellent partners, you also understand the importance of personal space and solo journeys. Open, expansive relations that allow plenty of room for each person to explore life as an individual. Okay? Control or domination has no place here. Look how much you spend time on that. This is such an antidote to control or domination tactics. It's not kink. Kink is safe, sane, and secure. This is human trafficking. You buoy each other's spirit when the times get tough by reigniting enthusiastic visions for tomorrow. Together you cultivate faith that better days are ahead, which sustains you through periods of hardships. Your shared sunny optimism and belief in growth powers you through. So expanding horizon, literal or metaphorical journeys together, so traveling, even worldwide traveling, and broadening each other's perspective. So, yeah, this is, I think, ready to release.